Good morning, good morning, good mornings. Gather around. You are here because you know nothing about sports betting, but you do understand that it can be ching, 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 lucrative to say the very least, my friend. Have no fear. You have came to the right place to get everything you need to know about sports betting brought to you. All right? The spread, a parlay, the futures, an underdog, a favorite, the over, the under. What does any of this mean? If you don't know about sports betting, then have no fear. I am here. All these things can have you very lost in the sauce. And sometimes you just hear about sports betting and people getting paid and you just want to be in on the fun. You don't know what's going on, but shit, you know it's a thriving business and you want a piece of it. Like, you remember back in the, we none of us remember. Let me quit doing that. But back in the day, they used to have the California Gold Rush, and everyone was running off to California to get rich quick. Cause guess what? They had gold in Cali. Well, guess what? This sports betting shit, it's the new gold, boys and girls. You can change your life. You can go from, damn, all the girls I used to want to talk to turn me down to now I'm turning down the girls that I used to want to talk to. The girls I used to want to talk, I don't even want to talk to them no more. I'm on a new level. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, of course, I would know nothing about that. Have y'all seen my old lady? Anyway, that's a subject for another day at another place. Like I was saying, all these things are things you need to know. I'm going to explain them to you step by step, but then I'm going to pull up TV Lovely Assistant and break it down with the. I believe you may gather more information that way. I don't know, certain people retain information in different ways. But I just want to say thank you for being here, and I assure you, you're going to learn something fucking with me. Unless you're already well versed with sports betting, then you're just here for entertainment purposes and gather around. You're about to be entertained. So basically, a parlay is basically a series of games you bet on that's gonna, you take their odds, you add them together, and basically the sports book has agreed that if all those things on that parlay come to fruition, they'll pay you out. Now there is one catch, one loophole, to where let's say you could take the cash out on DraftKings, FanDuel, Caesar Sportsbook, or even BetMGM. If you were betting on one of them, they're all willing to offer you a cash out if they believe it's a high probability of you winning, and they're not willing to take the risk of you taking that type of cho-chos up out their foundation. You understand me? So there's that option. There's also the option of only on Prize Picks where you can kind of take insurance. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically instead of doing a power play, I got power plays for breps. Anyway, you got to do a flex play. A flex play is where you could have four things, like say you say these four players are going to score 20 points. And let's say one of them didn't. You still got paid. You just wouldn't have got paid what you would have if all four would have did it. You see what I'm saying? I mean, like let's say if four of them do, you probably don't know what I'm saying. I'm talking too quick. I need to break it down for real. Let's say you say LeBron scoring 20. Let's say you say Steph Curry's scoring 20. Let's say you say AD scoring 20. And let's say you say Anthony Edwards is scoring 20 points. I'm using basketball players because they're more well known. And if you don't know about sports betting, at least I know you know who LeBron James and Steph Curry is. Okay, unless you live under a fucking rock. All right, then why the fuck are you here? All right, let's say you said all four of them were going to score 20 points in the game that they were playing tonight. Now let's say if you did a flex play, it was going to only pay you 5 times if all four of them scored 20 points. But let's say but let's say if one of them don't score 20 points and only 3 of them do, you're still gonna get paid. You're gonna say, how is that? That's why I did a flex play. So instead of getting paid 5 times, if only 3 of them do it, you'll get paid 2.5, whatever you bet. That's only available on Prize Picks. It's not the best, but it is an alternative option to where you have some type of insurance on your on your money. But shit, some of y'all ain't even got insurance on your car. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta talk about it. We ain't gotta talk about it. So I know you ain't putting insurance on this money. You're trying to get big bucks and no whammies. That's why I understand. I get it. Now understand also, if you think you're turning 10 cents into 10,000, you're at the wrong class. Leave now. The exit's that way. You understand? All right. Just making myself clear. All right. But basically, that's what a parlay is. A parlay is you said them 4 players were going to all score 20 points. and let's say all 4 of them scored 20 points, then you're getting 10 times whatever you said. But obviously, I picked 4 very good players, and it's not that easy. Those 4 players scoring 20 points in a game all on the same night is a very fucking high probability. So the payout wouldn't be that high, okay? Let me just make that clear. I don't want you to be like, oh, this shit's easy. Let me go ahead and run off to the sports book. Whoa. I use that as an example. That was an example. That's not me saying it's that easy. Are you fucking serious? This shit is it's a fucking, it's a fight. But it's a fight. I love to fight. You understand? All right, then. The next thing, futures. What is a futures bet? What does that mean? Explain it. I'm lost. I can't see. It's okay. I'm here, my amigo. Gather around, my friends. That being said, a futures bet is like last year. I bet on the Chiefs and the 49ers to get to the Super Bowl. All year. I kept betting on that shit, okay? And that basically means that it doesn't pay out this week or next week or a week after or in a month or 2 months. It means like that shit's a futures bet. It means I'm betting on some shit that I believe is going to happen in 6 months, 7 months, maybe 9 months, maybe next year, nigga. I'm sure somewhere right now I could walk in a sports book and say I want to bet on Argentina to win the World Cup in 2026, I believe it will be. Yeah, 2026. Do I believe in Messi? It'd be like 39, bro. He'll be a little past his prime. Don't do that though, because he stood up. My bad, I'm off topic. I did that for all them Ronaldo people. Fuck you, have a good day. Anyway, whoa. Blur that last part out. We just act like it didn't happen. Wink, wink. Anyway, okay, a futures bet is something like that. Like, you know, I had a futures bet where I had Argentina to win the World Cup, Georgia to win the national championship, Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. I mean, if you know anything, then you know that was a winner chicken dinner. I'm just saying, that's futures bet. Futures bet is where you're betting on things that you believe have a very high probability of happening in the future, and you try to invest a minute amount of money and have the payout be massive. And that way, whenever your team gets to this championship, you can just hedge the bet. You got to remember, you only bet 700 or 500 or 50, but whatever you bet to get in this situation, so where you had this parlay, this future parlay almost come to fruition, now you got the motherfucking sports book in a gigolo squeeze. As you see, I'm known for putting their asses in what? Gigolo squeezes. With that being said, you got them in a gigolo squeeze. Means that 3 of your 4 things that you had on your futures parlay have already happened. And now you're almost at the motherfucking finish line. So now they not trying to really have to come up off all that ciabatta. They don't want to really have to break bread with the humble man. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to keep they chochos. So they're going to try to play, let's make a deal. And it's really on you if you choose to make the deal or not. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I'll take the buyout. But most of the time, why is that? Why do I not take the buyout? Because the buyout's usually disrespectful. Like, think about, don't get me wrong, I would take the buyout. Like, there's certain situations where I'm willing to take the buyout. 100%. Like, if I had a parlay that paid out like $1 million or something ridiculous like that, and they were offering me like 185,000 or 92 bands or some ridiculous shit like that, and I really didn't believe in the last leg of the parlay, guess what I'm doing? Cashing out. Cash me out right now, boys. So don't. And a cash out is basically what I said. It's where you have a high probability of you hitting your parlay. Let's say the best cash outs are future parlays. Let me say that now. That basically means where you got paid for nothing really happened. Well, you did most of the hard work, but the hardest part could still be to come. And you could just be getting close to like getting over the finish line, and they'll offer you buyout immediately. They don't want them type of problems. Does that make sense? They're make a living on not losing money. And if they see that there's a chance they're going to take a huge loss on a minute investment, that's not good. If you were a stock company and you had the chance to cut your losses before you had to eat this loss, wouldn't you try to do it? That's what they do in the sports book. I'm just saying. All right. The next thing, the favorite. Who the favorite? I feel like it's self-explanatory, but we're going to get into it. The favorite, for instance, we're going to do this with pictures and stuff in a second. Calm down. The Chiefs, the Ravens, they both currently are going to play first game of the season, September 5th. Don't meet me there. Beat me there, boys. You know I'm going to be there. You know I'm going to be streaming all over. Okay, so y'all can see me getting lost in the sauce. But with that being said, the Chiefs are the favorite by 3 points. So that's what it means. Whoever the computers, analytics, and all these sport junkies believe is going to win the game, That's basically who becomes the favorite. Then it just becomes on how much does the computer and the people say they're supposed to win by. Currently, the Chiefs are the favorite by 3. I will show you all of this momentarily, okay? The Ravens are the underdog. So basically, if you bet on the Chiefs, you're betting on the favorite. So you have to bet more money to get positive. So, instance, like I think the Chiefs are like minus 150 or something like that. I'm not for sure. Don't quote me on that. We're going to pull it up in a second. Calm down. That being said, let's say if you wanted to make 1,000, you'd have to bet 1,500 on the Chiefs to make 1,000. It's not a great investment, but it's not a terrible. I mean, Patty Mahomes, smack shit. Okay, let's be clear. But also, the Ravens are the underdog. So that means if you bet on the Ravens, I think the Ravens is like plus 130. So if you was to bet 1,000 on the Ravens, you're gonna get 1,300 profit plus your original $1,000 back because they're the underdog. Meaning you don't have to bet as much to win as much on them because the computers and the experts don't believe they're gonna win. Okay, and don't get me wrong. Sometimes, like a lot of times, underdog wins every single week of the season in the NFL. It never fails. There's never been a single week where all the favorites win. I don't know why that is. It's just the way it is. Okay, that's the underdog. Now the over, the under. Let's say they expect this team to score 24 points. And they expect this other team to score 21 points. That means the over-under is probably going to be 44.5. Means if combined, they score more than 45 points in the game, guess what? Ding, ding, boys, we hit the over. If they do not score more than 45 points in the game, ding, ding, guess what, boys? We hit the under. And one thing I will say, ain't no tie downs, baby. They done made it to where you can't push on the over. Don't get me wrong, you can push, you can get a tie on certain shit, and you don't lose, you still get paid. It just doesn't pay as much because it tied out. You know what I'm saying? Like a tie down is a tie down. The tie down don't pay the house. Like in the penitentiary and shit, it pay the house. I just know that because I know some people. You know what I'm saying? But also that being said, it does not pay the house in real life. That's not the way it goes. A house does not get paid out for a tie down. A tie down goes to that person. I'm just saying because you got to think the house already has all the advantages anyway. You know what I'm saying? Let me get back into it. With that being said, I need you to understand that sports betting is an opportunity that can truly change your life. Like it is some of the most magical stuff in the world. Okay? It's an opportunity knocking at your front door, begging for you to open it. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't care if you get on FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, or Caesar Sportsbook. You understand me? All 4 of those are reliable options. I'm gonna tell you this though, okay? I mean, you're only gonna be this age for X amount of time. I'm only gonna care about saucing you up for X amount of time. I would say there's no time like the present to take this opportunity by both motherfucking and get in the game like EA Sports, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Basically, sports betting can change your life, okay? And I'm just telling you it real with you, okay? You just need to find a sport that you truly love. I love football. Me and football, we like this. Like this. I shit you not, okay? College, NFL, I does it. I loves it. I got some parlays in right now. I'm waiting for week 1 eagerly. We 20 days out, I can't wait. I'm getting goosebumps just think about being back in the stadium amongst all the crazy degenerates. It's a great time to be alive. But basically, I'm just trying to tell you, man, it's an opportunity to really change your life. And, I mean, I'm just wondering, what are you going to do? Are you going to take the opportunity? Or are you just going to let the opportunity pass you the fuck by? Wake up. I'm about to start part 2.